Alright, I am here. Welcome to the dev stream. Alright, so yeah. I did like a few second stream earlier just to make sure that things were working with this. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the stream is gonna be. I guess it just depends on what all I'm planning on doing here. But yeah, so before it reconnected here, we can see it ran these messages. So I know the on-stream started event is running now, so it now correctly tells itself that I'm live. However, if I rerun the bot, so like if it crashes or something during stream, it won't run that. Although at that point, I think in the case of it crashing, I could just check the API to see if I'm live. That would just be a one-time API request. And I already have the endpoint set up for that. Yeah, so I have a function for get stream by user, and that will return null if the user is not streaming, or it'll return the stream object if the user is streaming. So that could be used as a backup, which currently I'm not using this endpoint at all. The get streams a sync endpoint. So I guess I could implement some sort of backup there, because right now the on-stream started. That's from PubSub listening to video playback, and the on-stream up event. But yeah, I don't really need to use the args here. So yeah, I can remove these tests now. Okay, so yeah, you may see there's a create log file. So this is kind of a messy function, but I can clean it up later. Right now, just for testing. This is so basically I just output stream stats and chat messages to it, so I can use it as a reference point, like if I ever need to look back at a stream's messages. But it also just keeps track of some fun stats, like commands used and channel point redemptions and stuff like that. So like this is actually what it outputs, with some white space missing because I added that later. So it is working. It does correctly update the lines in the text. So like if I run a command right now, let's do BFF. We'll see it updated. Wait, did that update channel point redemptions? That shouldn't have been updated. Wait, is it not working right? Oh wait, no, it's not going to right now because I'm not live, as far as the bot's concerned. Yeah, okay, never mind. I can't show it right now without adding the API request. So I guess I can try that. Or no, for now I'm just going to manually set is live to true. So that's what I do to just emulate me being live. Although I need to update it to use that log in that case. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't actually want that functionality. I was just gonna do it to like show off the thing updating, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But yeah, so the log does work. Works better than I expected, actually. So I can close that. I'm done with that for now. I'm just gonna add documentation here. Yeah. Okay, so I know stream ended should work too. I can delete those tests. And so yeah, when the stream ends, it just updates a couple lines in here. It particularly updates the ended at and the duration. Although I won't be able to test that this stream since it's not actually, like I said, it doesn't think I'm live, so that's fine. But yeah, when I start, this is all I want to do is just set am I live to true and create the log file. And when the stream ends, I just update the log file and set am I live to false. So yeah, when it joins the channel, and ignore the test here, that's just if I want to quickly test something. I'm trying to think, like, do I want to do the API request to see if I'm live in the case of a, like a crash? Because this function only runs the first time I go live while the bot's running. I guess I can try it. Do I want to? I don't know. It's complicated. Alright, here. I'm gonna put it in test. So, I'm going to make this awaits API, get stream for user, and then my user ID, or channel ID. So I get the stream, oh, and I want to store that. Oh, here, let me put music on stream here. I always forget to do that. Okay. So we're just going through my new playlist of my new soundtrack songs. Which is... how many are in here? 108 songs across a few games, including Death's Door, Elden Ring, Age of Calamity, The Witcher 3, and Outer Wilds. Alright, so here I want to do if response does not equal null, so if it exists, then I'm just going to put a debug here. So that'll return null if it doesn't, if the API doesn't return my stream. So in other words, if I'm not live. Okay, so it does return that I'm live now, so that's good. So I guess it's not as delayed as I was expecting. Okay, so yeah, I can do this then. So all I need to do here is if I am live, I just run on stream started again. And both of those can be null since I'm not actually using them. And I'm gonna get rid of this test. I'm just going to do recheck if live. Also, I don't want this to run when I first start the bot. How do I check for that? I guess one thing... Actually, no, I can't. I can't do it based off log existing. Yeah, because I don't want to do this API call if I'm just gonna rely on this event running. Yeah, if it's gonna run the on-stream started, also this should be started. Yeah, if I'm relying on this, I don't want it to do the API call. I don't really have a good way to check that though. I think I have to just waste an API call essentially. And kind of have a redundant am I live check. I mean, because the API, just to be clear, the on-stream started event, that's going to run before the API updates to know that I'm live. So this will run before this returns that I'm live. So, yeah, I'm not sure how to handle that. Let's just move this up. Put it like here, I guess. So like right now, if I ran this, it would correctly run this function since I know it returns that I'm live. I just don't like the fact that it's just an arbitrary API call if I'm actually starting a stream. I mean, one thing I could do actually is to put an essentially arbitrary delay in here. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. I think that would be better. Oops. Let's just wait for like 5 seconds. So, let's make that 10 for safety. Oh yeah, this would have to be a sync. I'm gonna do that in the recheck. So we wait for 10 seconds. So once the bot starts, and connects and everything, it runs recheck if live. When this runs, it'll wait for 10 seconds, and then do the API call if I'm not live. So wrap this, and then am I live is false. So that way, when the bot starts, if it didn't crash during a stream, so basically if I'm starting the bot by normal means, and when I start the stream, it'll give time for PubSub to run this event. And in the case where, like right now, where I've like restarted the bot during the stream, since I'm working on it, this event won't run anymore. And so if that doesn't run, then it does the API request. So yeah, I think that'll work well enough. So yeah, if I run this, actually, will that break anything else by delaying the MI live? I think that should be fine. Oh, and actually, I don't want to call that whole function. I just want to do MI live equals true. Yeah, because I don't want to recreate the log if it's already been created. Okay, so let's run that. I love when it randomly hangs there. Good twitch. Okay, so now in a few seconds, it should correctly determine that I'm live. I should have probably put a debug in here. Wait, actually, this is getting messy. So it needs to reference the chat log. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do to handle the log part of things. If the bot crashes, the log is just dead. I can't update it anymore. I mean, I could just create another log, but actually, I guess that would be fine. Although I don't want that to happen if I'm doing a dev stream, though. Because yeah, right now the problem is that while it does correctly set that I'm live, it doesn't reset up the log file, and I don't want it to, because problem is the log file is based on timestamp, which would get thrown off if the bot crashes. So I have no way to reference the log unless I like store it to some database, but that would be weird. And I'm not setting up databases right now. Although I suppose in the future, yeah, using a database, like when I implement that for future features, I could make use of that for this case, where I like store, if I actually go live, it'll store the time that I went live at. And then it can reference the existing chat log for if it reconnects. Yeah, that would work pretty well, actually. But yeah, that is not my goal right now. So this is fine. Just not having a log is fine. All that really matters is that, like, as far as the actual functionality of the bot, all that matters is that this is set to true. And so like right now I can redeem, since that's true, I can actually use the custom channel point rewards and crash the bot apparently. What is null? Oh, it's trying to update the log. God damn it. Did I forget to check if it exists? Oh yeah, I did that in replace line where I check if file exists, but I didn't do that in append. Whoopsie. I thought that already created it. No. Okay, no. I just want to check if the file exists. And then wrap this into that. Okay, so now that should be fixed. And I am just going to put a log here. What do I want to say? So in 90% of cases, or actually in 100% of cases, if I'm not doing a dev stream like I am right now, this function would only run, or this part would only run in the case where the bot crashed and has to reconnect. So just saying reconnected here would be fine. Okay, so that'll just tell me that it is doing that request correctly. But yeah, it should just take 10 seconds and then it'll output that. And until then, yeah, you can see the you can still redeem the effects, but nothing happens. Is it not actually running this? Why is that? Interesting. Why did it not run that? Okay. Yeah, so apparently it's just not going to run this function. It's interesting. On join channel, recheck if live. I shouldn't have to await it because it's not returning a task. I'm curious, what if I remove the wait? Okay, no, that's still not working. Alright, what broke? Why is Twitch bad? Am I live is definitely false. Why? How is that true? Oh, I'm retarded. Okay. Yeah, ignore that. forgot I updated that. Okay, well, now I shouldn't need to update that. Alright, let's, actually just bring this back. Okay, so now it should actually output the, text correctly once I can close this. I set this to false. Okay, now it should work. So we wait for 10 seconds. Redeeming anything right now won't actually do anything, as we can see. And, yep, there we go, bot reconnected, detected stream is live. Okay, so the reconnect works, and now effects would work. Yeah, you can see it get logged there, and the bot posts the message. Granted, they're not going to do anything in a dev stream since it's not on my game capture. Okay, so that problem is solved. Okay, so I'm done with the connection stuff. Okay, so as far as the to-do... I should probably commit these. What did I change in here? Oh yeah, that stuff. Alright, so all of this yeah, these changes are just for a log stuff. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna commit this. Alright, so as far as the to-do goes, what should I work on next? I mean, both of these would be pretty easy. This would be easy. Sound alerts, I'll have to figure out, I'll have to find a library to play sounds, because unfortunately, Auto Hotkey in C# doesn't support that. It does in Python though, which is interesting, but yeah, not C#. So I'll have to find a different library for playing audio files. So that one I'll look into later. Which place I could probably start today. But yeah, let's do like the timer command here. I'm gonna close the bot for now. Alright, so let's create the command for this. So, what's it gonna be? I guess I can just do like info command. And I still never remember all of the requirements for a command. I'm just going to use it as a reference. Inherit command. Why? Oh yeah, I gotta import that. Wait, what? Do I have a typo? I do. Coding is hard. Okay. So yeah, I don't really need a constructor, so I'll just create an empty constructor. But yeah, it's not gonna do anything. So I'll create the string for it to, for the information it's to return. And then override the run function. And I want to... all I want to do is actually return info. And yeah, have it reply to the user. Actually, I guess this one could actually just be an inline reply instead of quoting, because yeah, I don't really want this to be italic. No real point to that. So yeah, very simple function. But yeah, let's actually create the... or first I'll add this to message handler. And I'm gonna have this run on a timer as well. Hey Milk Knight, how are you doing? Yeah, I love coding, so yeah, making a bot is fun. But this also, I think what I've done is overly complicated for just a simple bot, but that's because it's going beyond being a simple bot. So like what you're seeing right now is my message handler for handling commands. So like if you type in, well, I can't start the bot right now, but you know, I have like a whoop command. So if you just type in like exclamation point whoop, it'll run the command. And yeah, there's a lot of code that goes into making that happen. But yeah, the way the commands are set up, yeah, it's not going to work at the moment. Just give me a moment and it will. So yeah, I create the object here. So this is info command. And I'll give it an alias. So this string array that I'm creating here is it's for the command aliases. So like whoop, you can also type exclamation point W and it'll run. So this one will be Howard, so you can just do exclamation point Howard. And yeah, I want this to be on a timer. Not asynchronous, not case sensitive args. And timer interval will be 60. And yeah, it'll alternate with YouTube and Discord. So essentially what this line is doing, it's creating the info command object, and so it can actually run the command. Sets up the aliases, which is just Howard in this case. It sets it to run once every hour. And so that's the same as with Discord and YouTube commands. And so what happens with each of these, since they're all, this string array here tells them to alternate between each other. So it'll also go in order. So in the first hour of a stream, it'll post Discord. Then the next hour it'll go to YouTube, and in the next hour it'll go to info, and then after that it'll go back to Discord and restart the loop. So that's how the timer commands work. It took some doing to get all of that to work, but yeah, so if I set this up, for now I'm just going to put some test in here. So if I run this, we will have a info command. And so now you can run Whoop. So like doing this and that does the same thing, which is nice. But yeah, let's do info. Yeah, so now it returns the text that's here, and it does it in an inline reply instead of doing the @ user. And also if I do Howard, it'll also run that. Feels good when code actually works. But yeah, so let's actually create the message here. What all do I want in it? So yeah, I just want to explain what the bot does, and it's yeah, and just explain its features, kind of like what I have in the README already. Kind of just list this stuff out, and just link to the repo because I like having stuff open source. So yeah, let me get the repo open. Oh yeah, I need to rename the repo since it's no longer a Twitch Plays exclusive bot. My repo's still Howard Plays. I should probably fix that now before I hardcode it. Yeah, I'll just hardcode it with the new URL for now. I'll rename the repo later. Alright, so I guess it doesn't need to be a separate bar. Alright, so he'll be speaking from his own perspective, so I am Howard. Everyone's favorite goat from Twilight Princess. Do I actually want to list out the features like that? I don't want this message to be too long. So I can just kind of summarize. Like I have commands, and I should have a list, or I should have a command to output the list of commands, since there are getting to be a few of them now. So I can just say you could do fun stuff. Have custom channel point rewards. Yeah, that's all I really need to say right now. I'll expand on this more as I add more features. But Howard is still relatively a newborn. not Discord, I don't need to actually prevent it from showing the link preview. Alright, so yeah, that should be all I need. Alright, yeah, so that works. Oh yeah, and for now, for this dev stream, since I'm going to be restarting the bot a lot, I am actually going to leave this as true, so that it prevents the API request for detecting if I'm live, because I don't need that right now. And yeah, so I'm going to break the link right now, since it's not going to direct to the correct repo until I rename it. I'm just not renaming it right now because I don't want to, it would mess up Git. I'd have to update that, and I don't want to show that on stream. Because that would have my email in it. Alright, yeah, so that should be good enough. I'm gonna push this. And yeah, for now, if anyone wants to actually see the source, until I rename it, that's the current link. Alright, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this actually. I'll just say, use see list of, see what I can do. So yeah, my whole reason for making this bot is just to have more fun. Like, I really love interactive stuff, so that's why I put a lot of effort into the interactive channel points, such as screen flip or, you know, pixelate, stuff like that. I put a lot of effort into those. And I have a prior stream on my YouTube in the VODs channel for that. In that stream, I explain everything about how it works. It's like a 2-hour explanation. But yeah, so you can go to that VOD if you want an in-depth explanation of how I connect my bot, not just how it connects to Twitch and, you know, the basics of a Twitch bot, but also in how it's actually runs, like how it does screen flip kind of thing. It's pretty interesting actually. It's just a lot to explain, but long story short, it's I use a library called AutoHotkey, which lets me run keyboard events, so I essentially compress keyboard inputs through code. And so when you redeem something like screen flip, it's actually running an OBS hotkey on my system, which changes, it toggles which game group is shown, and so it'll actually like switch to like pixelate or something. It just switches the shown group within OBS, and that's similar to how I'm going to be handling the future of the Twitch Plays stuff. Okay, so yeah, use commands or help to see what I can do. I'm just gonna make this a little bit shorter. This is overkill for just a single line in the function, but whatever. It works. I am Howard. Okay, so now I will stage that. So yeah, add info command. So now I'm going to, I don't need this one open. I'm gonna move this over. Copy that. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my next command, which is gonna be the help. Okay, so yeah, I can keep a read-only string here, and kind of just do the same thing here. I'm just gonna verify that it works, and this is not going to be a timer, so this will be easier to set up. Help, new info command, or help command. New, or no, it's not gonna have args. So yeah, for just a basic command, that's all I need. 2 arguments to the command info constructor. Pretty simple. Excuse me, stream elements, why are you still doing timers after I disabled them? Oh wait, no, I disabled the command itself, but not the actual timer. Okay, I'm gonna fix that right now, before I forget. Because yeah, I have the stream elements timers I used to use. I have those replaced with my bot now. So I have no need for the stream elements bot. I just forgot to actually disable the SE timers. How do I even do this? Oh, there it is. Alright, so that timer should be disabled now. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna run this, output the help command. Alright. Alright, so what do I want to say here? I should have a separate commands message, I think. Like a separate commands command to just list the commands. Because otherwise this message is going to get too long, because this one also needs to explain how the channel point stuff works. Alright, so I'm just going to copy this line. And this is going to be commands. Commands. Great name. Okay, so for this, I'm actually gonna do some code here. So instead of having a string defined there, I have the commands list public, right? Or no, it is private. I guess I can make that public. Yeah, I'm gonna make this public. Alright, so now I can reference that. So we want to iterate through the commands. That's a list, right? Yeah. I guess I can just do it as a for each. That would be better. Alright, so for each command, I want to update an output. I prefer this after the commands. I'm not going to hard code that. I don't like that. I'm just going to make this public. Does it actually... Okay, no, it doesn't like that. Never mind. I'm going to hard code it. Alright, so yeah, just output the prefix, and then I'm gonna add a line break. So command name. So for each command, I'll just output the name here, and I want to return output. I guess I'll do this. Instead of just listing the prefix here, I'll just do commands. Or actually, I can't do line breaks in a Twitch chat message. I forgot. So this is gonna be a little awkward. Well, I'll run it anyways. But yeah, I'm pretty sure even with a bot you can't do line breaks because Twitch chat is bad. Because Amazon doesn't know how to make a website. Alright, so help. Run commands, get a list of commands. Yeah. Yeah, I need to factor that in. Okay, so no line break. Commands, or I'm not gonna have that actually. And add a space. Alright, that's good enough. I don't really need to add commas. Yeah, I think that's readable enough. Alright, so I'll commit these. So add, help, and commands. Okay, so that's kind of it for the utility commands. For now, at least. I can't really think of anything else to have there. And yeah, it's read-only, so I can't modify it elsewhere. Okay. I'm happy with this code. And yeah, so I have the info command. So for the technical trivia, I don't even know if I want to do this. So pretty much, I would just be having overall Zelda trivia instead of it being a specific game, kind of like how I have overall Metroid trivia here. I guess I could write it out and delete it if I don't like it. Or how do I even want to handle this? Yeah, I guess this is fine. So yeah, something I want to explain is back in time glitch. Do I really want to explain glitches though in trivia? I guess I can, mostly for Twilight Princess too. Yeah, let me just have trivia for TP. Alright, so... there is a glitch named Back in Time. What would be a brief explanation of it? Like I said, I want the messages to be short and simple. I don't want them to take up too much of the chat. So I want to explain that it's in Wind Waker and Skyward Sword, and also like pseudo in OOT 3D, even though not really. So for those that don't know, in Ocarina of Time 3D, you can actually, I forget the details, but you can actually get a soft reset to load you in Link's house, but I don't think it's actually playable, if I remember correctly. Like, you do, you get like partial back in time, but you just can't play on the title screen, but you do successfully like respawn on the title screen, I think is how it works. And if I remember correctly, you have to like enter the boss trials thing at Link's house. You enter that in soft reset at the right time, and I think that's how it works. It's been a long time since I did that. But how do I explain the glitch with the fewest words possible? Yeah, Ocarina of Time 3D. The original can't do that because it doesn't have the boss rush thing. Yeah, it's something I often forget exists. The only reason I remember it is because it's almost back in time. I'm just gonna say it's a huge sequence break. There's way too much info to go into with Back in Time to just put in a chat message. The same glitch exists in Wind Waker and Skyward Sword, and partially in Ooch, or I'll write it out. So yeah, I guess that can be good. But right now I don't have a way for the trivia command to actually output a specific game's trivia. I should probably add that at some point. But right now, just to test this, I'm gonna remove those and then run this, and this will just get me the TP one. That's a lot of text. I kind of don't like that. Oh, that's a ROM hack with it? That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'll keep this though. Like, that's just more text than I would like it to be. And I'm not fond of the idea of the technical trivia. I guess I'll leave it. I mean, it's a very small chance for it to even draw this one. Because, like, there's over 100 things of trivia for Hollow Knight. I think there's a total of, like, 140 pieces of trivia across these games. So it's like a basically 1 in 140 chance of drawing this one. So I guess it's fine leaving it in. I don't know. I'll probably expand on it later, but I don't really care to right now. I'm just gonna remove this. I guess I can add one more, just to kind of show off my own glitch hunting skills. Back in Time in Forest Temple, which saves 20 seconds in most categories. Or I guess I'll just say some to be more accurate. Still very proud of that discovery, more so than I am of anything I found at ID2. Yeah, so fun facts. But yeah, I found Back in Time in Forest Temple. When was that? I was early 2019. It was during AGDQ, because I remember as soon as I found it, everyone was doing it in the practice room, and almost exactly 1 year later, at the next AGDQ, I found my other Back in Time related glitch, which is Back in Time with Uuku. Pure coincidence that I found them within a year apart, and that they're both Back in Time related, because I found them both by accident. I was really hoping that last year I was going to keep the tradition alive and find something for AGDQ 2021, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen this year either. PP's a hard game to crack. I just need to find more accidents. Alright, well, let me restart the bot with these changes. Not sure what else I want to do today, honestly. I don't even know who Farah is. I didn't finish Blue Fire. The camera in that game is so bad. Alright, well, what's next? Replacing sound alerts probably wouldn't be hard. I just need to find a library, which I could probably do in a few minutes. And do I even want to do the game-specific rewards? So for those who haven't been around my channel for that long, or haven't been around at the right time, I have had a bunch of game-specific channel point rewards, such as if I'm doing Twilight Princess Rando, I have one for like spoil one item. I have another one for that. I forgot what it was, but unfortunately Twitch itself doesn't let you toggle commands on a per game basis. Like you can't just have, or you can't toggle rewards on a per game basis. So I've just had them like permanently disabled because I always forget to re-enable them if I'm doing the game they're intended for. But with a bot, you can change that. You can actually toggle the rewards while you're live, which is nice. So that's what I want to do with this. I just don't want to do that right now. I'm lazy. So yeah, I guess I'll look into replacing sound alerts. So let me look up a package for that. Yes, I love when packages have no documentation. Makes me wonder why people even use these. Okay, at least their repo has the documentation. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Also, I may have actually found a package to use for audio playback already. Is N Audio. I'm looking at its docs now. So essentially, you just create an audio file reader object. I don't really like the code it uses, though. It uses, like, nested usings. Which, I mean, I guess it's fine, but, yeah. I guess I could try it out. Now that I think about it, though, do I still want sound alerts, actually? I mean, they haven't been that popular. Actually, I do notice sound alerts is even missing one of my channel points. It's supposed to be a pick random. I wonder why that's never been redeemed. This is why it's better to always do things on your own. Don't be relying on others to make stuff for you. Okay, so first thing I want to do, open NuGet. And search for N Audio. A lot of not founds there. Alright, well, hopefully that actually installed. Yeah, it appears to have. Alright, target platform must be set to Windows. Wait, what? Where is this error? Wait, hold on. How do I use this? This package also offers a lot more than just audio playback, but but yeah, the one issue I see is that they mostly expect you to use it in a Windows Form app, which is why this is looking for a target of Windows Form, or of Windows, but instead this is a console app. Yeah, I imagine I'm not supposed to change the net SDK error. Yeah, but see, I'm not using Windows Forms or WPF. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at their demo project, even though that's a Windows Forms thing. At least I have experience with that, so I know what to look for. I might just look into this off stream since right now nothing is happening. Because yeah, this does look like a good package. Oh wait, I'm targeting net 5. Did I just change that to Windows? Like, what is this going to do? Probably just gonna break. I mean, the error went away, but I imagine it's not going to run. Oh, does it still run? Okay. I mean, I guess that's safe. I hope. Yeah, it still seems to work. Okay, well, I guess we can work with that. Alright, I guess I'll commit this. Okay, so what I want to do... first thing I want to do is create a folder for this. I'm just going to do this in File Explorer. Yeah, I'm gonna drag and drop a sound in here for testing. Yeah, create a sounds folder. Alright, what sound do I want to use as a test? Let's do a Zelda shop open. One second. Okay, so now we have this song, or sound rather. Alright, so now I refer to their console app example. So that's another reason to keep the test command. Yeah, I think for testing I should just have a test command. Like what I do in modding. Yeah, I'm gonna add that because that'll streamline things a bit. I'm gonna have to add a new argument to the commands. oops, this is Howard bot commands. Class test command, inherits command, and constructor, which is just going to be empty right now. And public override, string, run. Okay, so what I want to do, well, first let me add this to message handler. And yeah, I want to add a boolean here. I'm just gonna add it at the end. Is dev. Is dev. This dot is dev equals is dev. Okay, so now I get to write a very long line here. And I am going to give it an alias of just T. That way it's faster to type. So leave everything at default. And is dev will be true. And then just to hide that in the commands command, if command is dev. So we just check if that's not a dev command, then we output the command name. So now it won't output test, even though that's an actual command. And in message handler, when I try the command, or no, when I actually go to try to run it, I'm going to check if it's dev. If it's a dev command, make sure only I can run it. So if command info dot is dev, or we're first going to check if it's not a dev command, then if it is, we want to check if it is dev, and if chat dot is it user ID equals my channel ID. But I think that should prevent just anyone from running it, and only I should be able to run it then. I hope. Alright, I'm just gonna commit that. That is a good change. Or first I'm gonna run it to make sure it actually works the way I want it to. Right now I should actually have it return something. Okay, so yeah, that works. And theoretically, no one else should be able to run it. So Milk, if you're still here, do you want to try to run !T and see if you can run it? It shouldn't let you. But yeah, I will commit this. Alright, yeah, looks good. Yeah, it shouldn't be case sensitive, so. Alright, so that's working. So dev commands can only be ran by me, so that's good. So yeah, I will stage that. Yeah, add test command. So now in here, I want to test using this this new package, new toy. So using our audio file, new audio file reader. Oh wait, does it have to be wave? Well, I guess in this case it is. What does that return? Auto file reader. Then nested using output device. Then we do output device init, pass it the audio file, which I assume I have to set. And I think that's all I need, and when I just find the audio file. So this takes string file name. So would I just do local should work. Sounds Zelda greets. Will that work? Is my question. I'm gonna store this just so I can debug. Actually, I'll put this as a variable. Okay, so no, I guess I'll change this to do you hear it? Alright, I'm gonna pause the music for a minute while I test this, because I'll actually need to hear something. Okay, so no error. Wait, is it not local path? Does that not work? I don't know how this package works. Okay, back to music. Yeah, it might not work with the ats. I always forget how pathing works. Try this. Interesting. Wait, no, I do this somewhere else. Where was I doing this? In JSON. Yeah, so I am doing it right. Oh, okay, I guess I need the at. Okay, wait. So like that, maybe? It's still not getting the right path, which is interesting. Does the BFF command get the right path? Like, what is happening? Like, what is this output? Like, that can't be the local path, but yet that works. Oh wait, it would be up here. Oh, I guess it does just output that. Okay. Interesting. No, remove that. Okay, so that should be using the correct path. Oh, actually, might be this. Actually, no, that shouldn't matter. Because I'm just running locally. Like, I'm not actually building. So why is it not finding it? I guess I'm just gonna try this just to see what happens. Alright, so just hard code the path and see what happens. So is this actually gonna run? Yeah, it's not doing anything, and I don't know why. Because, it shouldn't have an issue with it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this library is outdated and doesn't work anymore. Which could be the case since its last update was, in May. It could be deprecated. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. I think I do need, yeah, according to the docs, I do need to, sweep here. I'm just gonna copy their code. I can't be bothered to physically write it. Okay, let's try this. If this doesn't do it, I don't know what will. There we go. Okay, it actually did work. But yeah, the problem is I don't want to actually sweep there. But it did work, and that's good. All right. Well, we know it works. I would want to modify volume though. I'll probably just store a dictionary of the volumes for the sounds, kind of normalize them. Yeah, so play, the calling this function, all it does is it starts playing. It doesn't actually keep it playing unless you delay execution. I don't know if I like that though. Alright, but let's bring this back. So this should still work. That's just specifying local path. Yeah. Okay, so that works. Yeah, is there some way to avoid doing this though? I don't want to do the sweep there. Actually, let me try something. I don't think it'll fix it, but this should still work, or not. Oh. Oh yeah. This is gonna break things though. Pretty sure it's not going to like this. Yeah. I'll have to fix that later. Or wait, no, there's a run async override. I forgot I added that for this exact purpose. Alright, so let's run that. Okay, so it didn't actually run there. That is a bit of a problem. That's task delay versus what they do is thread sweep. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah. Let's bring this back. I just don't like doing this. What if I just wait for like 1 millisecond? Like, is that just gonna prevent it from playing? Probably will. It'll probably just play for 1 millisecond. Now it does work. Interesting. What if I do 0? Can that even work? I've never tried thread sweep for 0. I mean, it works. I really don't like the while loop though. It's so dumb that you need that. What other states are in here? Oh wait, no. I want this. There's playing, pause, stopped. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I don't like the thread sweep. I guess one thing I could do... I could run this whole thing on a separate thread. It's been a while since I've done that. How does one set up a new thread? Oh, is it just thread start? That simple? Okay, so... It's been a long time since I've done anything multi-threaded, or at least in this fashion. So I already have system threading, so just thread. And throw this into there. That way it plays the sound on a separate thread. And that should still run fine. The only difference here is that this should still output. So like this function should still return before the sound finishes, because without it, with all of this running on the same thread, it would output this after the song finishes, which is not what really my desired result. So yeah, this should fix that. Or not, or it just does nothing. Okay, that works too. Now, why is it doing nothing? Oh wait, it helps if I actually start the thread. That might be why it wasn't working. There we go. Problem solved. So yeah, I can now officially replace sound alerts. It'll just take some time to balance the audio volumes. Because, you know, each sound is going to have their own volume. I'll have to find some way to normalize them with this package. But yeah, it's working, so that's what matters. Yeah, so this would also be going into channel points. So I'd have to actually so yeah, just having it in the test command isn't where it's going to be permanently. The plan is I'll set up a channel point. There'll be a few new channel points that'll replace the sound alerts one. So there'll still be shade music and hype music, or hype song. But there will be another one for playing a random voice clip from pretty much any game that I've played that has voice clips. So it could be like Link, you know, hi-yawing or something, or it'll most likely be something Hollow Knight, since I love those voice clips. But yeah, so that works. And yeah, for the random voice clip, it'll just draw a random voice clip. That's kind of obvious. Yeah, so pretty simple. And I now have my test commands, so I can easily test things. And actually, I'm gonna add my test command to get ignore. Wait, does this not work? I still don't know how to actually get ignore stuff properly, to be honest. That should be right. Oh wait, no, it's because it's already been committed. I'll have to fix that later. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Not really that big of a deal. Okay, so I have sound playing and working. Is there a way to adjust volume? I can record audio with it. So I'm actually not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing anything involving changing the volume. There's no overrides for play, so I can't pass in like play parameters. Now, what else does output device have? Oh, okay, it has its own volume float here. Which I assume defaults to 1. Can I increase that? Well, I should be able to increase it to more than 1. Alright, I'm just gonna debug it first, just to make sure it defaults to 1. Okay, yeah, so it defaults to 1. So what if I do, and it has a, yeah, it has the set. So what if I do output device? So this sounds pretty quiet. So I'm just gonna do times 2, just to be safe. Let's just go up by 1.5 times. So it should go to 1.5 volume. And before it just gets overly loud, I'm just gonna manually set it to 1.5 actually. Okay. Oh, it doesn't like that. Oh, and I should probably increase volume before I start the playing of it. Volume must be between 0 and 1. Well, how do I increase volume then, if it's already at 1 to begin with? It seems like a flaw on their part. So you can change the pitch, but you can't change the volume. Yeah, so I can't go greater than 1. So I can't increase volume of any sound. I'd have to do that with the file itself instead of trying to do it through code, which sucks. This song is so good. It's definitely my favorite one from Death Store. I think for enabling game-specific rewards, I'll have that be part of reward handler instead of bot. That just makes more sense. But I'll have to set up some sort of structure to the game-specific ones. Yeah, what was the other one I had for TPR? I thought I had two. Oh, I just had one, which is the get one item spoiled. Alright, well I think that's kind of where I want to end it for the day with this bot. I don't think I'm quite done with dev stream though. I could go back to working on ID2 hitbox overlay. Do I want to do that? I don't know if I want to. I mean, I guess I can. Yeah, so I will work on officially replacing sound alerts tomorrow, I think. Or, well, tomorrow's Saturday, so I'll be doing a stream all day. Probably tonight into Sunday. Now that I know how to do it. I'll probably write a function to a helper function to simplify this. Or I guess it doesn't matter. I'll only be using this in one place. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna switch over to ID2 Modding now. And do that for probably an hour. Alright, so yeah, let's switch. Okay, so my current progress with hitbox overlay. Well, you can see from that thumbnail, it's not great right now, but and this is, I'm still having it in my test command, right? Wait, is this the actual? Oh, that's right, I'm actually writing it. Oh yeah, okay. So I currently have it in my test command, but it's not complete. So yeah, this is where we're at right now, although the current code I'm writing isn't actually what's responsible for this. Because yeah, the current code for it isn't in a state that's ready to be run yet. It almost is. But yeah, this is basically what I'm going for, although with more colors and more colliders shown. So like right now, this test was just to show walls. And it shows a little bit more than that. Like it shows loading zones, which is what this is. Because yeah, for those who don't know, it's actually a secret loading zone right there. Which is only activated if you go over here. So like, I can demonstrate it. So if I no clip. So if you go out of bounds here and you just walk straight, you'll just leave Dreamworld. I have no idea why that's the case. But yeah, what's weird is the loading zone. You can't see it out of bounds, but you can actually see it in Unity. Alright, let me see if that's the case. I don't remember exactly. Alright, close all of this nonsense. Yeah, so that would be under scene doors. Yeah, so it's this one. Yeah, right there. That's where this loading zone is, for some reason. And yeah, you can see it's set to take you to Dreamworld outside. So I don't know why there's a secondary loading zone, because the initial one is right here, and it does the same exact thing. The only difference is that the extra one doesn't actually have any renderer. It doesn't have any visuals, like it doesn't have warp base or the particles or anything. So it's really weird that it's there. And oddly enough, it's actually another similar thing. There's actually an extra checkpoint in Bottomless Tower. I've already shown that off before though, so it's not special now. But yeah, so this is kind of where we're going with the or no, it's test C. And just to show the old version of Hitbox Overlay, or just to show the side by side here. So yeah, this is kind of where the new one is. You can see it's actually, you know, kind of pleasant to look at. Well, let me reload. Well, with the old one, because of my lack of knowledge of how to properly filter colliders at the time, this is how the old one turned out to be. So you can see it's a bit of an improvement. So basically this result that we're seeing right now, these are colliders. It's because I had extra colliders being shown, which shouldn't have been, but also I wasn't correctly sizing the colliders. So a lot of these colliders we're seeing right now are actually it's actually these pillars right here. Those take up the entire scene because of their interesting scaling due to being imported from Blender. If you actually look at this in Unity, you'll see why that happens. So if we just let's just grab a random one. So yeah, right here you can see this pillar is actually scaled up 50 times. So this is its actual, let's zoom in here. So this is its actual size. Very tiny. Yeah, that small thing, that's its intended size. Oh, and they just scale it up 50. And what happens is that that also scales up the hitbox in the old hitbox overlay, so it just resulted in this disaster. But yeah, I've since fixed that in the new one. It's just, it needs more work before it's really ready to show off. Shut up, Steam. Okay, so what I want to do, so I'm already subscribed to the events. What's left for this to actually be runnable? I mean, all I have to do is show the hitboxes here, so I just iterate through them. There was some issue I need to account for. I'm trying to remember what it was. That would be a good thing to remember. Because yeah, I know I can't just iterate through all the colliders. Well, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. First I want to open something. Open up the log file. Okay, so now I have the log file open. Alright, so what am I doing? I guess just for now, to see if this runs, I'll do for each BC collider in no, we don't do resources, we just want active colliders. Find objects of type. Of type BC collider. So for each collider in the scene. Oh wait, I'm already doing that here. What? Oh, that's right. Okay. So on scene load, I just call show all hitboxes. And this should only run if the object is active. Well, find objects of type already returns only active objects since I'm not doing of type all. Yeah, that should be fine. And we want to do this in on-room change. Yeah, for now, I'm just going to do... It's gonna be ugly. Whoops. I want to destroy all hitboxes, so destroy all the old ones, and then show all new ones. Very inefficient, but for testing that should be fine. And I don't currently support showing a hitbox for a singular object, but I'll add that shortly. So what I want to do is, so this is hitbox overlay. Oh no, I broke things. Hold on. What depends on this? Okay, so something calls activate. I'm gonna have to fix DN spy breakage. Also, why are you not here? No, that is not what I meant to do. There, that's how I have it. Why is activate an empty function? Okay, what all calls this? No, it's just called from that. Okay, that's simple enough. Alright, so what I'm gonna do... I just create the constructor, so all I need to do is reference the instance. Yeah. And let me double check something. It's been a while since I dealt with this singleton. Actually, no. Does add component run a constructor? I think it does, actually. Well, if it doesn't, this will break horribly. But it's a simple fix if it doesn't. Okay, so... I want to plop all of this into here. It's going to break several things. I go into here and hitbox overlay command has to update. You call. It's just going to do hitbox overlay instance. I don't even really need to do anything with this. Okay, now I am gonna add an activate in here. Alright, so yeah, it's going to be public void activate. This will show all hitboxes. Then a deactivate. Hide or destroy all hitboxes. Then this is going to call activate. Get rid of that unused namespace. Okay, so this should fix all the errors. Yeah. Now if I run it, I should see how broken it is. There's no way this is gonna work first try. Did it actually work first try? I am a god. I am a god coder. I'm a better coder when I am a gamer. Yeah, I mean, it does appear to be working. So, well, mostly. But it is showing the colliders for the trails. I need to fix that. It's not showing loading zones. It's strange. I mean, it has this one, but it's not the right color. It's not showing this one, so that needs to be fixed. It shows that, but and also the sizing doesn't appear to be correct on those. But yeah, so first thing to fix would be the trail colliders. I don't want those shown. This one... Why is that hazard ground? Red denotes hazard. I'll have to look at that in Unity. And yeah, we can see it shows the hazard ground over here, which is correct. But yeah, the colors we're seeing here. Red means hazard. Blue are triggers, which means they're not physical colliders. Like, you won't bump into a wall on them. Green are static colliders, which are basically walls. So yeah, the buttons have triggers, that's correct, and their sizing is correct. The trails, even though they're not supposed to be shown, are, at least those are the correct sizing. Gates shouldn't be triggers, although maybe it's showing the wrong hitbox on them. Also, why is there a sphere? Interesting, so there's multiple colliders on these guys. I'll have to filter some of them out. Because yeah, there's an outer trigger collider. Oh wait, no, that's part of these buttons, which I don't know why they have a trigger anyways, but that was an issue with the old command too. But yeah, these have two colliders. One is their physical one, their static one, which makes them act as a wall. And I assume the sphere is their hit trigger. So, like, if you hit in that area, it'll do the hint effect. So that looks correct. Yeah, I guess the main issue here is that loading zones aren't being shown correctly and trails are being shown when they shouldn't be. There's that one instance of, like, hazard ground over there. I don't know what is going on with that. Also, why is this area... Oh, trail. That's right. Yeah, so this is mostly working right off the bat. So I wrote like 200 lines of code without testing it, and it worked. That feels good. And yeah, the trigger here, that's actually a valid trigger. That's for despawning the Jenny Cat NPC what's normally here. And then this trigger is for talking to this Jenny. Yeah, I have no idea what this one is. I'll have to look in Unity. And it has destructible... Or is that... I don't know. Yeah, I need to get rid of the trails, though. That's a big issue. Also, what is going on over here? Why are there so many hitboxes here? It should not be dark green. And, wait. What is this? Why does this house have collision? Is that normal? Wait, hold on. Does that normally have collision? Because that'd be unusual if it does. Oh, avoid the ground down there. I can't actually test this easily because of the ground snapping. What is here? Why is this white? Or why does that... I guess that's just a layering issue. So it surprisingly mostly works. Collision down here is accurate. Yeah, again, a little bit of layering issues, but not much I can do about that. Also, why is it not showing Idle's hitbox? I just noticed that. Whatever. Oh, wait, no. Right now I'm only doing walls and objects. I need to add in other port soon. Yeah, the bushes up there have their colliders shown too, which they should. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Fluffy. And run it here. Whoops. Alright, this looks okay, except for this long green line. What is happening there? That is a very long line. Why does that exist? I have no idea what's going on with that line. Oh, it's the transition. That's right, I forgot. Yeah, transitions are a bit messy, because they're sized very oddly, so I have to account for those separately. Everything else here looks mostly fine. Yeah, so the walls are meant to be darker green. Okay, I forgot I changed that. Yeah, so that long green line is actually the intended size. That's the real size of this trigger. So just to put it into perspective, like that's how much enlarged the triggers are, or how small they actually are before scaling. And same with this one, although this one's, well, that's a loading zone, those are smaller. Gliders really shouldn't be going this far down. I don't know why they are. Maybe the sizing is slightly off on those. I'll have to check that. But yeah, it's already much better than I expected. So that's huge. Alright, let's get back to the code. Okay, so right away there's trails being an issue. So why are trails? It's probably because Ludo doesn't know how to make games. So my guess, close this, is that trails are actually in the same layer as walls for some reason, which will complicate things. Unfortunately, I can't see the trail colliders in Unity. I don't really have a way to test what layer they're in. Wrong thing. But right now, the only colliders I'm actually showing right now, or am I doing them all? I forgot how I coded this. But yeah, it creates the hitbox. I guess I am doing it for every collider, that's why it's failing. I want to do I want to check the type? Oh, actually what might be happening is it's not running the constructor. Also, were there any errors in this? There were. Oh, okay, not due to my thing. Alright, let's debug this. See if that's actually running. Because I suspect it's not actually running the constructor, which would cause some issues. But that might explain why, like, loading zones weren't colored or sized properly. Or no, it only explained the colors, but that also explained why the trails were showing. So is that running? Okay, yeah, it does run the constructor. Interesting. So if it runs the constructor... I'm gonna do this one more time, see if it runs multiple times. Okay, no, it only runs once. Okay. So yeah, colors were a little darker than I was expecting, and that's because it was running command twice. So it was duplicating all hitboxes, so I don't want to go hitboxes in the constructor since I'm doing that in activate anyways. Alright, so it does run the constructor, so it has colors and everything set up. Yeah, so here's where we get the type. So yeah, right now I'm only doing wall and object layers. Although I think I need to put a check in to see if collider type is none. Then don't show the hitbox. Yeah, let me try that. If type, whoops. Return. Or no, I'm just gonna put this in a, I'm just gonna write it like this, because I prefer it this way. So if collider type exists, then create the hitbox. I don't know why my macro's messed up there. It's not automatically pressing enter when it's hovered over the game. Okay, it's still showing the trails. That's really weird. Why is it doing that? So that does confirm that the trails are part of the object layer or the wall layer. Let's hide walls for now. Just see what happens. If it still shows trails, then that means they're part of the object layer, which is worse. So why is it still showing walls? Interesting. So, alright, that's very interesting. I'm gonna comment out these two. So now it shouldn't actually show any. Oh, no, I see why it's showing. Okay, yeah, I need to do some refactoring here, but this should not show walls at all. Pretty much all this should really show are triggers for the most part. And you can see it is purple. It does have the correct color here. So something was overriding that. So what's interesting is there's actually... Okay, here, I'll show how the colliders are set up in Unity. And this is going to cause an issue that I'm not sure if I can fix. So for each wall, there's actually two separate colliders. I'm guessing that's an oversight in development, because they wrote their own collision system. Because I really don't think each wall should have two colliders, but so here's the block player collision object. So these are all the colliders that are on this layer. And that's normally what walls are. So if I enter play mode, eventually. Alright, so if I enter play mode and disable all the collision for block player, I'll just be able to walk through walls. Or wait, am I thinking of it backwards? No, the walls are separate. Oh, wait, no, I remember. Dream World is actually a different case because they use a different collision system. Let's actually go to Fluffy. So at least this one's consistent. Yeah, the big struggle of dealing with a hitbox overlay for this game is there's two separate collision systems at play, depending on the scene. That makes it a bit more challenging. So yeah, let's go in. And I should have done this in test room. So if I go into this collision, alright, so now I'll disable the block player collision. And now I can just walk through walls. Except these are different. But like level walls, such as like, you know, that's part of the geometry like this. Those are what you can walk through, except for these apparently. Yeah, collision is very consistent in this game. Okay, so I can walk through those. But not actual walls. Also, it looked like I hit the fishbone in a weird way there. I don't know. That's weird. What is block objects? Not that, okay. Is that part of the default? Yeah, so that's default collision. Yeah, see right here, we can see an issue. So, what else is this wall? Okay, it's block player. Yeah. So, for walls like this, there's only one collider on them. But for these kind of walls, it's actually two different colliders. One is in the block player layer, and the other is in default. That's why I've been struggling to get this to work right. Because there's just extra... Nice, the fishbone just went through the wall there. Yeah, there's just... The collision system is a mess. I'm sorry, Ludo, but it is. Like, there's no making sense of it. So essentially, walls are on two different layers, which is a problem to try to filter them, because I can't filter walls then if they're on the default layer and block player layer. So yeah, the big problem with Ludo's collision system is it's all defined at runtime and it's auto-generated. So like these are all the colliders for that are in the default layer. So obviously if you look at these, there is not really a good way to differentiate one collider from another. Like for example these two. You look at them in the inspector and they're exactly the same except for, you know, transform data and their extents, but there's no way to know what collider goes on what object. Because the collider itself doesn't know that. And therefore my hitbox overlay has no way of knowing that either. So like in this list there are some walls. There's also some other objects though, because it's the default layer, so I can walk through this stuff, for example. Let me try something. So knowing that walls are in both the wall layer and default, that is a problem. Because yeah, objects are also in default. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do... So I can't differentiate walls from objects, which isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, I guess I'll remove this color. Um, and I can remove the wall type. Where is the enum? Or no, I still want the wall, but let's actually remove objects. I'm gonna use this color. Yeah, so we don't need this anymore. And wall layer, it also accounts for... I can't type. For object layer. So it's gonna look a bit weird in code, but yeah, this still isn't gonna be ideal though. There's just nothing I could do about walls having extra collision. Unless I just remove the extra collision, which would be fine since it's not supposed to be there. But yeah, this is still gonna pretty much look identical. Still like that just overly long line. Like, how far does this go? Fairly far, I would say. Alright, the walls, I hate them. I hate walls. I wish they didn't exist. They just exist to annoy me. And like, what's going on over here? Nice camera. Oh, I died. That's okay. Oh, okay, yeah, that's just the floor collider. Wonder why it was multiple though. Seems weird that they would have done it that way. So all collision looks correct except for the loading zones, or transitions specifically. And yeah, that's purple. That's correct. This big blue square is the trigger area for the intro cutscene. So that's the correct size. It just sucks about the walls, like... Yeah, there's nothing I can do about them. Like, here's an example of why it's kind of frustrating. So if I go into, like, this cave, for example... Interesting. Well, these ice blocks are strange anyways. This isn't a good example. Also, why is the desk not... I don't know. There's still some work to be done. I guess the walls are fine. I mean, if there's nothing I could do to differentiate them, that's acceptable. Alright, let's crash the game. Oh, is it actually not crashing with that? Like, what's my position? I mean, it's lagging a bit. Well, not even, actually. It's not lagging that much. Alright, now we're going fast. At what point does Unity break its numbering? Because I know you can crash it with overly large numbers. Alright, that's as fast as I can go. Speed is infinity. Oh, there we go, not a number. Let's get all numbers to infinity. So that's negative infinity. I forget. Can I do this? Wait, what? That is the incorrect error message there. I'm just gonna do this. Alright, gotta find the largest number I can do for Y. Oh. Alright, there we go. We crashed it. Took a bit longer than I was expecting. But yeah, Unity can't handle that number. Alright, anyways. Yeah, so completely get rid of the object thing, since that's not really doable. Yeah, get rid of this. This is just green. Okay, so why is it showing the triggers? It's because of this. So I need to filter out certain colliders. So what I want to do, I guess I'll just do that in show all hitboxes. So if collider, yeah, which ones are on the floor? I guess floor. Okay, that should be simple enough. If collider.layer equals layer mask name to layer floor, and we want to ensure it does not equal that, then we do that. So that should filter out the floor triggers, which should drastically make it look a lot better. Or not, okay. What are these then, if they're not floor? Is it lowercase, actually? Do I have case sensitivity? No, it's uppercase. But I guess they're not floor. Why is the game like this? Yeah, how do I filter out floor if they're not on the floor layer? Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Now they're not gonna be block player, but or no, let's try ignore raycast. And try running that. Maybe they're in the ignore raycast layer, who knows. Unfortunately, I have no way of knowing this in Unity. Yay! Okay, they were ignore raycast. So yeah, now we don't show the floor colliders. That's good. Alright, let's just take a stroll, see if anything is off. But yeah, loading zones are purple, that's how they're supposed to be. Transitions should be purple, and they need to be resized. I don't know why it's green there. Let me double check something. Maybe I forgot how these work. Also, what's extra collision? Oh yeah, enemy blockers, whatever those are. Yeah, scene doors are correctly purple. What about door zones? Door zone. Do I account for that? I check if door zone is... if it exists, or if it's a room door. Why does that not return? Oh, I think I know why, maybe? No. No, I don't. It should be a transition. And the color is unique, yeah. Why is that showing as green? Like it's a wall. Because it should definitely be returning this. Because the door zone object exists, or the component exists. And is trigger shouldn't be overwriting it because it should be returning here and not even running that far. Yeah, this is interesting. Why is it doing that? And actually, why do I have transitions and loading zones separate? Now what I think about it? They should just be the same. I mean, I guess it's fine, but yeah, why is this not working? Door zone exists, so it should return here. Let me check something just to make sure. What color is this? Go into a color picker. Yeah, that is light purple. So, why is it not showing as light purple? Did Unity drop support for colors? There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Oh, I'm stupid. The layer. It's in the default layer. Dude, this is stupid. Yeah, so since it's default layer, it's that's gonna throw it off. Okay, so I'll have to make this code uglier then. And I have to check both of these components. And check for these being null. Okay, now it should correctly color transitions. And be even less efficient than it already was. Yeah, there we go. We can see this giant line is light purple now. Wait, did I break it? No, okay. Sense of depth is off. Alright, so all that's left is to resize the transition gliders. So what's going on with those? Why are they so... Yeah, you can see why it's so messed up, because they're actually sized up by 30 on the X and then 2 on the Y. I think that's the case for all of them. So, although I should already be accounting for that. When I do that size, is I divide the bounds by the local scale. Unless the bounds is... Whoops. Unless the bounds is messed up. Oh, you know what? Yeah, if the... Well, the extents are correct. The set size runs after type is determined, so I'm gonna put a log in here. And I want this to run if type transition. The size of transition, I want to output collider bounds.size. And see what we're dealing with there. It might be some oddball size that's throwing things off. Okay, so we can see the sizes are more or less normal. They shouldn't really be getting thrown off. Or actually, the old hitbox overlay had to account for this too. Let me look at that example. Oh, I did hitbox transform local scale equals vector 1 for it being a transition. Do I have to do that here? Man, I guess I can try it. So if it's a transition, I return and set local scale to vector 3.1. Also, I should do this for loading zones because those are off too. So does that actually fix it? No, it did not. Alright, why is that messed up? Actually, this one looks correct. Wait. No, it's not. Never mind. I couldn't see it at first. But why is that ignoring my code? Type is definitely defined by the time set size runs. So yeah, it sets it here. And then it calls set size, so if it's transition or loading zone. Interesting, I'm not sure why that's not working correctly. Well, my real question is, why is it not actually sizing properly without this? Like, what are transitions? Like, why are they messed up? Where am I? I love when the hierarchy just glitches in old Unity and doesn't actually highlight what item you're on. That's always fun. Where... Okay, door zone. Here we go. Nice job, Howard. Definitely alternating commands there. We'll have to fix that at some point. He shouldn't have posted both of those. Because they're both on a timer and they're both set to alternate. I think Howard just broke. Yeah, that should not have happened there. Well, nothing I could do to fix it. Yeah, it would be nice if there's a way to actually view the colliders in Unity, but it's not possible. So yeah, this is where the transition is here. Why is it offset so much? Does it move at runtime? So it's like behind everything. So yeah, it only reaches over here because of its size. And then yeah, BC is the one I want. The BC is the one that we see when we first load into a scene all the way up here. And that shouldn't even be possible because I'm setting it to a vector 1. Yeah, it should not be extending this far up. I don't know what that is, but it's not the transition. Yeah, that's this transition, but why? Why is that still ignoring my code? So here, we shouldn't be able to see transitions or loading zones at all. And yet, we still do. And that is because it is ignoring my code. It never did the test there. So, what the hell, Unity? Why do you not know how to make an engine? Alright, why is type null? So yeah, I'm pretty sure C# is an inferior language and it just can't run fast enough for my code. Because I think what's happening is it's not setting the type. So there are transitions. Yeah, so it does set the type. HSC Sharp isn't capable of running itself. Because yeah, this just does not happen. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, it's because I don't know how to code. Alright, there we go. I hate when that happens. I hate when I forget it's an and when it's supposed to be an or. I've always gotten thrown off by that. Yeah, see, now it's the correct size, or at least it's not as large. Now, if the camera cooperates, since FreeCam is kind of broken at the moment. Alright, hold on. Why is this red? Why is that a hazard? I'll have to look at that. Yeah, so now this is the correct size. Because I know it extends into here, because I know you can hit that out of bounds. And yeah, it stops around here. Yeah. And what about loading zones? Those sizes should be updated now. That's not right. I think I should only be doing the resize for transitions then. Let me check a cave entrance. Why is that green? Wait, what? What is happening here? That is not the way that is supposed to happen. Why is it not? Okay, apparently Pillow Fort doesn't have a loading zone. Hopefully add that in a future update. Can't believe that let us not enter the first dungeon of the game. Okay, so yeah, I think where am I? Yeah, let's only do this for transitions. Alright, apparently the Pillow Fort still doesn't have a loading zone. And this one doesn't. In fact, it's completely gone now. Why is it doing this? Let's check an actual doorway. So that loading zone's correct. See, these ones aren't right. Oh, this is so dumb. I know why. That is the actual loading zone. It's just not coloring it properly. Because, once again, the collision system is a nightmare. So what's happening there is scene doors are on the default layer, because why wouldn't they be? So I have to do the same thing I just did, where for loading zones. Actually, no, it shouldn't be. Okay, hold on. Here's the plan. Simplify this. And we move loading zones and transitions above that, so they take priority. Alright, so now that should be fixed. Let's just go to NPC area. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's still not showing all hitboxes because I still need to set it up for entities, and for like destructibles. But yeah, doesn't really matter at the moment. So that is interesting that it's so far below the map. Is that actually accurate? Like, hold on, I can test this. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I want to go under the floor. Alright, I'm a bit lower than I would like to be. And how do I change the free cam movement? No, stop whipping me up. I don't want that. Stop, game. Stop being bad. Thank you. Okay, I can only go here. So is this accurate? Like, if I hit this... That does not appear to be accurate. I mean, am I actually hitting it though? It's what my head is. But that should still count, because my head has a hitbox. So, I think those positions are offset. I don't think they're supposed to be that low. Which one is this? Or wait, I can just follow a name. It would be, Fluffy Chew Pillow Fort. Oh, wait, I'm dumb. Yeah, this one. So it is... I mean, it does seem to be accurate. I'm not sure what's up with that. Alright, what I'm gonna do... Player... I need to look at player int. I want to temporarily turn this off. So, just a temporary measure. I'm just gonna add it to the constructor. I have to make it public. I hate everything. Why is everything not public by default? Keep on floor equals false. There. Add that to entity. Because I need to make sure of the size of this loading zone. So this should prevent me from snapping to the ground, which is very annoying. Also, I'm gonna set my spawn point here so it's faster to test. Okay, so now, if I do this, and I go under the floor... Yeah, now I don't lock to the ground. Okay, so it does go under the ground a bit, from the looks of it. Okay, it's definitely not this low, though. No, I'm not actually... No, I am touching it there. Okay, so now I'm definitely in it. And let's change my position. So it does go lower. Alright, let me do one more test. So if I do... Alright, so I am in it, or over it right now. So if I move down... where am I? Oh, that is not the... Wait, what? That is not the correct directions. Oh, wait, no, I'm stupid. Hold on. Go back to 1. Gotta get back in there. A little bit more forward. Okay, so now if I do 3, 0.6. Okay, so yeah, it's not sized properly. That took so long to test, but that's because Ludo doesn't have source code available. So why is that not set correctly? Like, that makes no sense. So it's not a case of it being the wrong size. It's actually the wrong position. Which is very strange since I just set it to the collider's position. I'm gonna ignore this for now and hope that fixes itself over time. I think that's the best way to handle it. So, what I do next... So, I want to get entity colliders showing. I actually am not sure why they're not right now. Or actually, no, I think it's because they're not, yeah, they don't have a type. But there's no way I can type them. They'll just have to be part of the walls. Or actually, hold on. If I look at player ends... Ooh. Oh, I need to actually enter play mode. So, player ends has... So I think all entities actually have their colliders on their root object, which means I can just search for an entity object. So, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna add an entity type. What color would I want entities to be? Go back to my color picker. I guess I could do like I don't really want to do yellow. Maybe orange. I could try orange. Alright, and down here if collider.getComponent entity not equal null, then we know it is an entity. And run that, and we should already have colliders or hitboxes showing for something like player ents and enemies. Yeah, there we go. I really don't like this color though. But I want a unique enough color. I mean, I suppose I could just do like a light, or maybe a darker green, I don't know. And blues are triggers, purples are loading zones and transitions, green are just static. What should NPCs be? Colors are hard to choose the right color. Let me try like a... I don't want a really bright color. This might be too bright, but it's hard to say with the 50% alpha applied. But that's gonna be like an aqua kind of color. A bright blue. Bright light blue. Okay, yeah, that's not... And that is kind of bad. I don't like it being that bright. Why are there not enough unique colors in the rainbow? I think a light blue could work. I just want it to be darker, but it's going to be hard to get it darker without it being too close to what triggers look like. Also, yeah, why is this thing red? Like, this is not a hazard, but yet it's flagged as one, which is interesting. Wait, what? Why is this Jenny green? I guess that's not an entity. That's just weird. Yeah, and I can definitely say that this hitbox is correct. So I think maybe it's just really hard for me to tell for sure that the door loading zones actually are accurate, maybe. So yeah, I know for sure this one is. Because yeah, if I move any more, it's going to touch. Like, let me go very slowly. A little bit faster. They're very close to touching right now. Looks like they are touching, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's definitely accurate. Now this hitbox, on the other hand, is interesting. Also, why is it not showing portals? I'll have to look at that. Oh, and now it's not showing triggers for some reason. Why is this game the way it is? And why is that block over there blue? That's not how code is supposed to work. Oh, that might be its freeze trigger. Which also looks inaccurate. Because that is clearly above it. Yeah, I think there's definitely something going on with colliders not having the correct position. Because like this sphere is directly above the actual objects, which I don't think is accurate. But why would some colliders be above while others aren't? Also, wait. What the hell is happening here? This is two different colliders. It's two different spheres, one on top of each other. Ludo, why? It's literally an hourglass, essentially. Bad camera. Hitboxes are weird. So maybe that is accurate. Because yeah, it's not like my system would be adding an extra hitbox. We already know Ludo's does have extra hitboxes that are unnecessary. But anyways, I think this color blue could actually work. It's definitely different enough from the trigger color. I think I'd prefer NPCs to be green though. Yeah, there's a lot of wall colliders around here. The dark green, because there's so many. Oh yeah, and there's still something red over here. Yeah, let me look at that, because I'm very curious. Why is... let's go... Oh yeah, I have to actually enter play mode, because I can't see it otherwise. Let's go into Staff Garden. Why is this thing an enemy? Or a hazard? Enviro Death Canceller. What? So it has two colliders. What type is Enviro Death Canceller? I might know why it's being that way. So, for hazards, it checks for damage area or the name damager. So I'm thinking Enviro Death Canceller. I can check this in DN Spy. No, it doesn't derive from it. Why is Enviro Death Canceller the same as Enviro Death? Or Damage Area? Why is that a thing that exists? Oh, no, you know what? It's the hazard layer. Is it really in Death Area? It is. Why? Ludo, please keep your game consistent. Why is that in Death Area? Alright, well I guess that's a new fun fact. Right in the carousel kills you, or it was intended to. No, it's probably just an oversight. Or a misclick, actually. What is the Enviro Death Canceller for? And what is Force Area? At first I thought that was like something with Force Wand, but that's clearly not what it is here based on the math it's doing. I'll have to look at that too. Never actually looked at this in code before. Gets force. Okay, I think that's just applies a force in an area, is my guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just forcing the rotation. Or I guess this does, actually. This is what rotates it. But why does it have Enviro Death Canceller? I want to see what that is. So on trigger enter, Enviro Deathable. If the Enviro Deathable exists, iterates through its cancellors and sets the Deathable equal to the component and returns. Makes no sense. Why is this a thing? Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, changing that does nothing. Yeah, changing its layer does nothing. Interesting. Oh, and that's a floor. So it's specifically this collider is the one that's shown. Also, that's severely sized up. That's a giant collider. I'm surprised I'm still on it. I'm like on the outer edge. There we go. Yeah, so I have no idea what the canceller is for. I imagine it's probably for like if you put ice on it or something, or if you slide ice or dynamite, that it just kills it. Or no, it'd prevent it. But why is it even a death area to begin with? That's so strange. Yeah, see, it doesn't destroy things. Which I'm guessing is because of the canceller. I want to try something fun. No. No, my ice. Why is the ice breaking? Not what I want. No, it's when I touch it. I want to get in between ice on here though. Not easy. No. Why is this game fighting me on this? I'm trying to have fun. Can a man not have fun in this game? No. Okay, well I should be able to squeeze in here. There we go, I did it. Round and round we go. Yeah, this is the part of the stream where you could tell I'm starting to get bored. No, my ice. Yeah, I really find it interesting that this is an enviro deathable. That makes no sense. I like how you can just stack the ice. Interesting push here. Good physics. No. All the ice that breaks. It's a very interesting object. Oh, that clipped in now, and it broke. I'm just gonna place a bunch of dynamite on here. Oh, wrong thing. Why can I not do more? Beautiful. Find it interesting that they all go to the same exact spot. Alright, let's make a giant chain of them. Alright, time to nuke Fluffy. Oh no, the lag. The blast radius is like 900 times bigger than it normally is. That poor fish bun ride. Taking quite the beating. Well, I guess the Jenny commenter is taking more of a beating. Being right next to it. But still eating her ice cream. No. Why is this not working? Alright, I think I do need to end the stream here, because I'm clearly getting bored. So yeah, I'll try to work more on hitbox overlay and the bot tonight after I eat. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with something, probably randos. Sometime next week I'm wanting to start another Elden Ring rando. But yeah, I'll see if Worm wants to do ID2 rando and maybe an Ori rando tomorrow. Or Wind Waker. I wanna try doing the new Wind Waker rando beta that has the hints. Need to remember what all quadrants they're on. Because there are a lot of hints. And they're just on like random quadrants. Look at Unity struggling to survive. It is impressive that Unity can survive this. Like I've forced much more onto it, and it's like at one point I spawned 100,000 projectiles at once with Fireball, and it took like 2 hours, but it did actually process all of it. Yeah, it took like 3 hours, or 2 to 3 hours to go through like 3 frames. So basically 1 frame an hour. It was interesting. I didn't even see any of the fireballs too. It's like it skipped all of those render frames. But at least here we're seeing every frame pretty much. Or no, I think it might be skipping like one for like every other frame. So this is 500 entities at once, all colliding with each other. So it's not just the entity count that's making it lag, it's all of the physics simulations it's having to do for the collision detection. And I forgot to disable, or no, it did run my the no clip there at the bottom left. So it did actually register that I ran the command, even though I did that after it started lagging. So at least there's one less collision happening. Alright, starting to pick up. I just want to see them spin. If I can see anything at all after this, that is. There we go. I think it's playable now. I mean, there's still a lot of collision happening. But it's, you know, 1 FPS. Perfectly playable. Yeah, so one thing I need to do... Oh, here, I can make it worse, actually. Oh, no. Okay, that's not bad. That actually worked pretty quick. Which is not bad for creating 500 plus, or, well, I guess it's creating like probably 1,000 objects. Yeah, so this is colorful. Lots of blue. Which is almost the same shade as the fish pond, coincidentally. So yeah, here we can see all of the colliders and how they're touching. I just love the carousel there. Just flinging them around. This is how ID2 was meant to be played. Why is there just this one? Oh wait, that's the Fishman ride. I forgot. Like, I was like, why is this one brown? Oh wow, they made it all the way up here too. Party. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna quit before this gets more out of hand. Um, so, thanks for watching, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow with some randos.